Last time I talked about a slightly different way to avoid overblowing on the trumpet. This time there's a slightly different approach to range. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Brian from Airflow Music. If you're new around here, I'm a trumpet player and teacher, originally from the UK but now based in New York City. I set up Airflow Music to publish my books for brass players, but I've also been producing a whole bunch of videos with tips to make brass playing easier for you. I hope you'll consider subscribing to this channel so you can keep up with what I'm up to. In the last Trumpet Pro Tips video, we were talking about sighing the air out, rather than blowing, to promote an easier approach to playing the trumpet. If you didn't see that video, it's probably a good idea to go and watch it and check out the tips before we get into this one, which really follows along. You'll find that video linked on the screen up here or in the description below this video. I had some good feedback about that video. It seemed that a number of you had some success with it, finding a more effortless way to play. I have a supplementary tip for approaching the different registers of the trumpet, which works well if you were able to get the sigh breath working for you. Rather than how high or low the notes are, try thinking in terms of how far or near they are. Let me explain. When sighing the air out, we notice that if we sigh with our mouth open, we can keep our face and throat nice and relaxed as the air is expelled. Then, as we closed our mouths and released the air through a smaller aperture, we needed to back off the quantity of air we were moving to keep the tension out of our cheeks and elsewhere in our face. Now what I want you to try is to blow against your hand from different distances. Start with your hand a couple of inches or a few centimetres in front of your face, much as we were doing before, then sigh the air through a small opening in your lips, but try to balance it so there's very little tension in your face. Something like this. Now what I want you to do is to move your hand further away, roughly twice the distance. If you blow the same way, you'll feel the air more gently against your hand and more spread out. What I want you to try is to blow a little more strongly so the intensity of the air feels about the same. It won't feel quite as focused in the same spot, but the overall strength of the contact should feel about the same. But here's the thing, I want you to do that without increasing the amount of tension in your face. Doing that is a bit of a balancing act between blowing slightly less air so the facial tension doesn't increase, but pushing harder from your chest to propel the air faster so that it maintains the intensity over a greater distance. It's that kind of a feel we need to take to the trumpet. Like we did before, try to play a second line G with the same easier and relaxed feel of sighing the air out. Now, here's where we're going to get a little more conceptual than literal, but stick with me. When I'm blowing that G nice and gently, I'm going to say that I'm blowing about as far as the first valve. If I want to move up to the third space C, I need to blow a little further, let's say to around the third valve. The next partial, the E, is a little further still. All the way up the octave is twice as far from the mouthpiece as the lower G, about to the end of the lead pipe. The same works in reverse. If I want to blow down to the low C partial, then I don't need to blow as far as the first valve, it's a little nearer. The low G is nearer still, about half as far as the first valve. Like I say, this is largely conceptual, but it's a concept that's proven quite successful in lessons here at the studio for my students who've managed to get the feel for the sighing breath. So I thought I'd share it with all of you too. Please try it out and let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope that you find this helpful. If you do, please click that thumbs up button. If you don't, the thumbs down button seems to work as well. If you really don't, why not try clicking that one twice? I'm here with 2 videos most weeks, these Trumpet Pro Tips on Fridays and the Exercise of the Week on Mondays, as well as occasional other videos throughout the week. So please subscribe to the Airflow Music channel if you haven't already and click the notification bell that pops up so you're notified when a new video is uploaded. I'll see you next time. Now, go practice.